are we putting the blame on Jaylen Brown that he couldn't close out the 76ers on their home court in a game 7? I believe I want to say he had like 30.
Yeah, he had 30. He had a decent game, but I mean, ultimately, he couldn't hit threes down the stretch. None of the team could hit threes at all.
You
And
live
this
by
is
the
my
3, you
whole
die by the
problem.
3, bro.
And this is my whole problem with the Celtics. Like, I'm sorry, it's not 2 or 3 years ago. It's not like make it rain, splash. Like, I'm sorry, y'all gonna have to try to Joe Mazzulla. You're gonna have to try
Figure
to get
something
that
out.
team to win
Yeah,
some other
some
way.
other way.
Then we live or die by the 3. Yes, y'all had that good year where y'all was leaps and bounds above every other team in the league, and y'all got y'all ring. Because y'all ran into who did they play? Who did they play when they
In the finals, bro, they
Luca,
played
the
Luca. Yeah,
Mavericks. They
there you
played the
go. That's
Mavericks.
why, huh? You couldn't
They didn't
wait.
play no
You couldn't wait to say something
bro,
about Luca. You got
bro, no defense. But so I like it's not working. Okay, like that team is good enough. That team is good enough without Jason Tatum to take care of the 76ers. Like that
That's a
team is
fact.
good enough.
That is a
But
fact.
the
I don't know.
method,
I don't know, bro, because VJ and
yes,
Tom is
they
like that.
are.
And they
They are.
actually they didn't have
I
nobody to stop
know.
Joel. They didn't have
I
nobody to stop
know.
Joel.
But they were a second seed for a reason. The Celtics are good enough without Tatum. They
I
got the
see what
young
you're saying.
guys and the
I see what you're
rotational
saying.
players. They're deep enough to where they can beat that 76ers team. No excuse for that. But when your team is bricking threes, you're going to lose that game every time. There's no backup plan. It's literally like I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but you cannot be in the playoffs saying we're going to live and die by the
Yeah.
3
Figure it out.
and not have
Yeah.
some type
Yeah.
of backup plan or
So is that
something.
coaching?
Like
So we'd say that
you
that's
can't.
coaching? Like you have
Yeah,
to
you
be
gotta
able to
put it.
make the
Yeah,
adjustment? I
you
like
gotta
that.
put it on Joe Mazzulla. Like you do have to put it
But
on Joe Mazzulla.
some blame has to be placed on Jaylen.
Der-
I mean a little
but
bit.
Derek White, I mean, hey, Derek White was like 3 for 12 or something like that, so he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean either. But this is literally the culture of the team. We're gonna live and die by this 3. And okay, you can do that in a game 7, your last
If you
game,
want
and
to.
be like,
If
"We'll
you
live and
want
die
to,
by
yeah.
this 3," and you gonna die by it every time.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
but
just
they're
it's
banking off of
horrible.
the success. They're banking off of
It's
the
not.
success, like you said, that they had in 2024. They're
It's
banking
not
off the
them
success that
days
they had.
anymore, bro. Like
Bro,
teams
it's only 2
cannot
years
just sit
ago.
here.
It's only 2 years ago.
T- Bro, teams cannot just sit here and chuck up threes and expect to have a sense of success. Like,
Steph's fault.
you know what I'm
Steph's
saying?
fault.
Like those Warriors days, yes, that was a different type of elite.
Because
Um,
nobody was on that wavelength. You saw that
everybody.
after.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
They caught up. Everybody caught up.
everybody was able, yeah, everybody caught up,
Yeah.
but everybody was able to make a 3 on that starting roster. So it
Yeah.
stretched the floor out tremendously. But
Yeah.
I mean, when you're the Celtics, like you can't depend on that. Y'all are not the Golden State Warriors, but y'all shoot threes like y'all are.
But to their credit, hey DJ Waito, what's good?
Dang,
Hey,
DJ
appreciate you for
Waito.
being in
It's been a
here.
minute.
Salute. Crew back outside
Dang.
already. But yeah, bro, no, I'm with you. But it worked for them. It worked for the Celtics. They were able to shoot 2 years ago. It worked. They lived by it, they died by it, and they captured a
Um,
championship. You can't get
it's
mad at them
it's
for going to the well as much as they did.
it's over with. An extreme disappointment, first round exit, and then y'all were second round exit last year. I mean, it just was a second
But
round
but
last year.
but both times that you're mentioning, no, at the end of the day, no Jason Tatum.
No, but they were going to lose that series anyways. They
Yeah,
were down
they would
when
slip out.
Tatum
Yeah,
got
they
hurt.
would
They
slip.
were down, right?
Yeah, they were slipping. Yeah,
Bro, the Knicks was giving them belt, bro. The
yeah,
Knicks, the Knicks out of all teams was giving the Celtics belt last year,
yeah, yeah. Well, no,
bro.
that series was up and down, or was that with? Nah, that was with Indiana. That it was up and down.
Bro,
Yeah, yeah. Waito say that the Celtics are a 3-point shooting team with no elite 3-point shooters now. The only one they have is Justin Pritchard.
bro, yeah,
Is
you
yeah, it's
cannot
Justin.
shoot threes.
But
You cannot. shoot threes like
But
that at a
Pritchard was
high
hitting, bro.
clip.
Pritchard was hitting.
Bro, you cannot
Pritchard was
shoot
he
threes
was
at a high.
saving
You
them, bro.
cannot be a team and collectively shoot threes at a high clip like that, and everybody just breaking them, and you don't
Yeah,
care about it as
yeah.
a
You
coach.
have to
As
I
a
like
coach, and you just don't care
yeah,
about
I
it.
like that point. As a
Like at a
coach,
certain,
you have to save them from themselves. I say this all the time, bro.
yeah, like
I coach my son. And he's really, really good. I will always say that because he is. But sometimes he gets in his own way, and I have to pull him just for like a minute or two, just so he can kind of calm down, and he comes back in and he closes it out and does what he's supposed to do. But that's good coaching. So again, yeah, I like that. Joe Mazzulla, you can't continue to allow them to be their own detriment. You have to draw something up. But it's a players' league, bro. What do you expect?
man, dude.
Peyton Pritchard, that's his
You a
name.
head coach. You a head coach at the end of the day, and you have to be a leader as it pertains to that standpoint. And this you can't have this. Well, we don't care. We're gonna play how we play attitude. I mean, hey, maybe they're okay with that one ring, but I feel like that team is too good to be a first round exit. I mean, it's inexcusable.
Well, I think
Like
it'll be different. I mean,
it's
honestly, it would be
inexcusable.
different had they had Jayson Tatum. They were on the verge of like sweeping. They were 3-1. They're up 3-1.
Let me tell you something. If they really felt like Jason Tatum was that much of a difference for them, they would have made sure that he would have played. And honestly, the injury was to the other leg. It wasn't even to, he had like a knee, kind of like a
See,
light knee
see.
injury.
And this is coming
If they
from
felt like
somebody
his,
who
if
ain't
they felt
40,
like,
who ain't never played at 40, and ain't
if
never banged on nobody at 40.
if
See?
they felt like that he was going to be a needle mover for that game, then they definitely would have had him play, bro.
Nah,
It
I
wouldn't have
think that
mattered.
now because you got
It
two
wouldn't have
young
mattered.
stars, they still in their mid-20s, bro. They
It
already
wouldn't
got
have
one
mattered.
championship. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about
They might be done.
longevity. They might be done as a dynasty. You think they done? They should blow
I
it up.
mean, bro,
They should blow it
let's
up.
look at who they ran up against. You ran up against a 76er team with Joel Embiid, whose knees can't stay together for a full
Just
3 hour
came out,
game.
just got up from the
You got,
hospital with an appendectomy. He came
bro,
straight from the
you
hospital
lose
bed to the arena.
You lose to the Knicks last year. I mean, these are the teams that you just
Yeah,
gonna have to keep dealing with. Like, and then Tyrese is coming back for the Pacers. Like, you're
yeah.
gonna have to keep dealing with these teams in the playoffs. And unfortunately, if you get bounced by the Knicks and the Sixers back to back years, I mean, I don't know
Getting rid of
what bright side in the
getting
first
rid
and
of
second round, what
getting
bright
rid
sides do you have if you
getting
get knocked
rid
out
of
by the
Drew
Knicks?
Holiday didn't help. Getting rid of Kristaps Porzingis didn't help. You know what I'm saying? These people that helped them win that championship specifically. But they felt like, bro, they were top heavy. They felt like they could do it with Jaylen and and Jayson. And but ultimately it did cost them.